Aloha everybody, Mike Drutar, Principal Broker, Next Home Paradise Realty, bringing you episode number 2 of our series on building in Hawaii. I'm at my client's property right now, and they've moved along quite a bit. I gotta be clear, this isn't me. They're doing all the work here, and he's graciously allowing me to take some videos along the way so you guys can see the process here. I'm gonna spin the camera around and we'll pick it up there. Okay, you can see that we are just about at the point where they're going to be ready to pour concrete. There's a couple things that happen here at the beginning. The first thing is they lay out the border of the property, the border of the floor plan with these 2x12s. And you can see that they put these large, it's extra deep here where the footer here is at the border that goes all the way around. And then depending on what the house has, there are a number of other places where they put things in and dig it a little bit deeper. You can see that we have quite a bit of that in a few areas here, adding to the structural integrity of the home. Also, early on in these first stages, your plumbers have to come in and run the lines. Of course, you're going to pour concrete. You've got to have your drain lines and everything already in there. So that gets done. They have to look at the plans, plot everything out, and put it in the exact right spot. And then your rebar has to go in here throughout the home, and that's all tied up together. We got a pretty good sized beam going around there. They bend this rebar. They got a tool that bends it all down at 90 degrees all the way around. And then you don't want the rebar actually down at the bottom of the concrete. It needs to be inside the concrete, so they space it out with brick so it's off the ground there. Super common over there. So good size. This is coming out pretty big. You see he's got a great lot, a lot of space in here. You can see all the work that goes in with these stakes, keeping the 2x12s that go around the border here nice and straight and level. And then they have the vapor barrier down below as well. So a lot of steps that go in before you even get to pouring the concrete. Now I'll tell you, this is a big home because a lot of times when you're at this stage, and I've seen it a number of times, and it happened to me when I built a home or had a home built back in Texas 20 something years ago, it always looks small here at this stage, but this one still doesn't look small. So this is going to be a really wonderfully sized home. He's also getting a pool, and they've already dug out for the pool. And then the pool contractor, what he does is he just uses this lava rock, I guess, as the border. And then they're going to shoot their gunite. They're going to still rebar this. It gets done in much the same way. Instead of using concrete that you have over here, usually they shoot gunite over here, which is just a different type of a drier mix of a type of concrete. And so they got some rebar and some plumbing to do on that. And then the pool will be here as well. And you can see, one thing that's really great about this lot is you do have your ocean views, of course, but you also have this wonderful hillside view, which is really nice. It's great for at nighttime too, when you have lights and stuff like that to look at. A lot of fun. So yeah, I don't know if there's a lot left right here at this stage before the concrete gets poured. I'm going to check with him here pretty soon and see what day we have concrete scheduled. And if possible, I wouldn't mind making it out here on that day. But if it's not possible for whatever reason, if I can't make it out here, we'll be here hopefully shortly after and then pick it up from there. Interesting part here is when it goes from a flat surface, then the concrete gets poured, and then we start going vertical. It really starts looking like a house. So they're making some pretty good progress here. All right, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe, get more of these videos, and we can watch this all the way through.